Hello and welcome back. This is session 1 of the Driving Down Diabetes Prevention Program. I am so glad that you decided to return for our next one. I know that you came last week and we had what we call our session 0, which just kind of laid a little bit of the groundwork on what we're doing in our diabetes prevention program. And I'm glad that you decided to return for a second week. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen with you. This is session 1, and this is the main introduction to the program. So I have a lot of information I want to share, and I'm excited that you're going to be a part of it with me. So let's get started. Here we go. It's going to take just a minute for me to share my screen. This never goes as quickly as you would like for it to. Okay, let's see. All right, hopefully you can see my screen now. And like I said, this is the Diabetes Prevention Program, Introduction to the Program, Session 1. Let's see, maybe you can see it better if I do it like that. Okay, so today what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be talking to you about what prediabetes is. Some of you may know what it is, some of you may not. And so I'm going to be explaining that a little bit to you and what that looks like, and also a little bit about diabetes itself. Then we're going to be going over your binder, and each one of you should have received a binder, and we actually send that to you via email for you to print off and use at your convenience. And we'll be going over that with you as well. We will also be setting your 6-month goals. Remember, this program is a year-long program, and we meet weekly for 4 months, then bi-weekly for 2 months, and then we're in our maintenance phase after your 6 months is up, and we meet once a month. So we're going to be setting our 6-month goals today, and then we're going to make our first action plan. So if you're ready, we're going to get started. So today, what is prediabetes? So here it is. Prediabetes means that your blood sugar is higher than normal, so it's above 100, but it's not high enough to be considered type 2 diabetes. So we don't want to get above that 140, 150 mark. Then we're looking at that you're actually into being on that verge of being a diabetic. So your blood sugar can be a little high, but it's not high enough to be classified as type 2 diabetes. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, I don't know what my blood sugar is. I just registered for the program because I met the risk factors. I had enough numbers that I met the risk factors. Well, I'm glad you're here. And what I would suggest for you to do at this point is, for about $30 or so, you can actually go and get a glucose meter, and just every so often test your blood sugar numbers, see where they are. You'd be amazed at how quickly things can spike up or spike down according to what you're eating. So then that's not something you have to do. That's not a requirement of being a part of this program, but it might help you to understand where your numbers are a little better if you do have one of those glucose meters. Those do not have to be ordered by your doctor. So more than 1 in 3 American adults actually has prediabetes. You'd be amazed at how many people have no idea they have it. They have no idea. But more than 1 in 3, and I'm not talking about the trucking industry, I'm talking about in America as a whole, we actually have more than, that's like over 33%, so close to 35% or so actually have prediabetes and don't know it. And that's anyone ages 18 years old or over. And then of those 1 in 3, like I said, actually, let me back up. 1 in 3 actually has it. 8 out of 10 don't even know they have it. So, it's really important that we do some preventative things and keep those things in place so that we can stop things before they get bad. And you're here, so that's what you're wanting to do. And you are, really contemplating and deciding, to have those risk factors turned around so that you don't get diabetes. Yeah. So, because I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but if you have prediabetes, you are at a higher risk to get diabetes, to get heart disease, and to have a stroke, because our bodies are so incredible and they are made to heal themselves. but we have to give them the good things and nourish our bodies to be able to heal ourselves. And as our bodies work together as a whole, it's not like you have your heart sitting over here that works all by itself, and then you have your liver that sits down here that works all by itself. And oh, let me see, I have a brain up here that it works totally independent of the heart and of the lungs and of the liver. No, everything works together. Your body is one whole made up of many parts that are designed to interwork and interlock and work together. And by making simple lifestyle changes, small, simple changes, we can affect the diabetes. We can affect your heart. We can affect the liver. We can affect the lungs. We can help everything work more effectively. And so kudos to you for being back for the second time and being proactive and taking charge of your health. Because guys, the good news is that losing weight, now this program is designed to set up to lose weight, but it's because of the healthy lifestyle changes that we're making that are going to, that you're going to keep around, from now on. Losing weight is a byproduct. It's an end result to see a better lifestyle and healthy lifestyle changes, but it's not the primary goal. But you can see by losing weight and being active that you can cut your risk of type 2 diabetes in half. So, that's huge. You want to do that, right? I want to do that. I'm sure you want to do that too. Okay, so we're going to discuss type 2 diabetes a little bit here. So type 1 diabetes, this is something that typically people are born with or that is found in childhood. Their bodies just don't make insulin. And those people, usually you'll see them, they have an insulin pump that's hooked to them somehow. And that's a lifelong thing for them. They don't make insulin. Type 2 diabetes is what we see in more so in adults. And it is mainly due to lifestyle, folks. It really is. It's mainly due to choices that we make because our whole lives are filled with choices. And it's up to us. You have this scale here and these choices, good choices, good health choices here, bad health choices here. Where do you want it to tip? So with that being said, type 2 diabetes is what either the body is insulin resistant, which means that your little cells that absorb the insulin to keep your blood sugar under control aren't working correctly, or your pancreas itself, that's what makes insulin. The pancreas makes insulin. If the pancreas does not make a sufficient amount of insulin, just due to choices that we make. So we want to be sure and know and understand that if you are pre-diabetic, you're going to end up with type 2 diabetes if some things don't change. You could possibly end up with type 2, not type 1, type 2 diabetes. Hope that makes sense to you. Okay, so next we're going to be talking about what's in that binder of yours. You each should have gotten one via email already. And in that binder is first a consent for healthcare management. And this just says that we are going to be talking with you about making some lifestyle changes. We are not doctors. We are not physicians. And so we will never tell you things that you need to do to take the place of your doctor. You need to have a primary care physician that oversees your health, and we're just here to offer you additional support and assistance. So there should be something that you can sign in there stating that comes back to us. If you will take care of that and send that back to us. You will also find something called a weight log, and this is just where you're going to record your weight each week. We do ask that you send that into us, that we get stats from you each week, and that includes your weight log, your fitness log, and your weight log, your fitness log, and your blood pressure. That's what it is. Sorry. And so with that being said, we will need a way to you get your weight each week, and we can have that. If you don't have a scale, then we can most definitely get the scale shipped to you so that you will be able to participate in the program and have the same set of scales that you keep with you on the truck each time. With your fitness log, this is something that once we start getting into the fitness type of things, that you'll be exercising and moving, and you can write these things down each week in your fitness log as well. You'll want to keep up with that because that gets turned into us too, just so we can track and see how you're doing and seeing what's making a difference with you. And then also in your binder is going to be your 6-month goals. And it's a goal sheet that you're going to fill out, and it's going to explain, where you are, where you want to be. What is your personal goal at 6 months? How much weight is it you want to lose if that's your goal? How much you're going to move if that's your goal? So, be sure to be looking at that as well. And then you're going to have copies of your action plan in your binder. And each week you'll be filling out an action plan that will it'll be like your goal for the week. And sometimes that you will be choosing your own action plan. And sometimes I will be offering an action plan to you that I'd like to see you implement into your week. So with that being said, the action plan may look like it's a goal and it's 3 ways to get to that goal. So, that's what the action plan is. And each week you'll be doing one of those. So I hope that makes sense to you. And we're going to go ahead and move on. This is a little different for me, guys. I hope that everything makes sense and that everything is clear. If not, feel free to email me at any time, or you can call me or text me, and I'll be happy to help you. When we do these live sessions, people are able to ask questions, and so questions can answer more quickly. And so I just really hope that I'm sharing the information with you, and then that you're getting and it's making complete sense. Okay, so understanding our 6-month goals, what that looks like is you're going to want to lose. Your 6-month goal is wanting to lose 5 to 7% of your body weight. So basically, that's 5 to 7 pounds for every 100 pounds you weigh. So let's say you weigh 300 pounds. Then your goal would be if you want to lose 5%, then you want to lose 15 pounds. If you want, so does that make sense? So 5 pounds for every 100 pounds. So for 300 pounds, you would lose 15 pounds. If you want to lose 7 pounds, and for example, you weighed 300 pounds and you want to lose 7%, then that would be, a little more. That would be 21 pounds. So it really depends on your body weight as how many pounds that you would like to see come off by the end of the 6 months. And then our goal, now remember, this is a goal. It's not something that we expect you to be able to do right from the get-go, is activity, 150 minutes of activity each week, or active minutes, because folks, movement is key to good health. Let me say that again. I want to make sure you get it. Movement is key to good health. I need to get an amen on that one, because your body is designed to move. Your body was not originally designed to be sedentary. Now, I realize that in the jobs that we're in, we sit a lot. That when you're driving down the road, you're sitting in a truck for hours and hours and hours a day. And I completely understand that. I do. I hear you. And I know that that's difficult. But when you aren't sitting, I can't stress to you the importance of you need to be moving somewhat. You need to be active. You need to get those joints moving, those arms moving, those legs moving, those fingers moving. How many of you sit like this all day on a steering wheel? Those fingers need to move. Those legs need to move. That's what our bodies are designed to do. They're not designed to sit. So if we are in a job where we are sitting a lot, then we have to really make a concentrated effort and a focus on being able to get moving. And we'll talk more about that as the weeks go. So I'm not trying to scare you off. Please don't be intimidated or feel like this isn't for you. We're going to take it one step at a time over the next year, because we're going to be together for a year. I hope you stick with me. Over the next year, we had this giant pizza with all these pieces of pizza in it. And if I handed you the whole pizza right now, it would be completely overwhelming and you just want to throw up your hands. So each week we're going to get a slice of that pizza and take it out and learn more about it and figure out what works best for our health. And so stick with me, we'll get there. Okay, so now we're going to move into our activity goal. And we're going to be filling this out together. So you can be looking at this. This is something I want you to send me, because at the end of this, I'm going to give you 3 questions that I want you to share with me, because what we're going to answer, because each week, what you're going to be sending it to me, once we get to these points, you're going to be sending me what your, the 3 questions. And then this week, I want your activity goal as well, what this looks like for you, because each person is going to be different. And then you email that in to me, and that's at julie@truckersfund.org. So your activity goal in the next 6 months, your goal, you want to try to get at least 150 minutes of activity each week at a moderate pace or more. Now, what that means at a moderate pace or more is that when you're at a moderate pace, you can still talk and have a conversation if you're with someone, if you're walking beside them or whatever you're doing, but singing would be difficult. And so if you're watching this and you're driving down your road, or if you're in your truck, you could, if you're working out, you couldn't sing, but you could talk. So that's moderate activity. And then as far as your weight goal is concerned, this is going to be determined on how much you personally weigh, like we said, whether you want to lose 5%, 6%, or 7%. So let's say you weigh 250, then, or like we said earlier, 300, then 5% would be 15 pounds. So write that on there. You want to lose X amount of percent of body weight. You want to lose how many pounds, and then what your goal is, where you want to be. Now, remember, this is where you want to be in 6 months. This is not where you want to be next week. Okay. So be thinking long-term. When you are going through these things and you're thinking about what your goal weight wants to be, and your exercise and getting moving, and what you want to learn in this program, what do you want to get out of it? What are your goals for this program besides what we've just talked about? And I want you to, make your action plan, be realistic, make it doable, be specific, what you're planning on doing, where you're planning on doing it. If your action plan for the week is that you're going to eat a yellow vegetable 5 out of 7 days, well, you got your what. How are you going to cook it? What meal are you going to eat it with? But be flexible. If you mess up, you mess up. So what? You jump back on and you get started again. We all mess up. We're all human, And then have fun. Don't pick action plans that you hate. Don't hate, or things that you hate doing, and then all of a sudden expect you're going to like it. Have fun with things that you're doing. And this may seem a little vague to you right now, but as we get into each week, it'll all make more sense to you, and it will click more with you. So, hang in there. This is just another introduction. I'm not asking you to do anything this week except for that one action plan. I'm not asking you to change any eating habits. I'm not asking you to jump on there and go out and run a mile, or, exercise for 150 minutes. I'm just asking you to fill out the action plan and turn in the questions that we have for the week. And you will get in the email will be your questions as well. So here's what it looks like. So I want you to be able to, here, a weekly goal example. Between now and the next session, my goal is to get 10 minutes of movement each day. And here's how I will do it. I'll walk around my trailer 5 times. When I'm at the fuel stop, this is where I'll do it. I'll do it as long as it takes to get 5 laps in. And, I might get bad weather, want to do it, so I'll dress accordingly. It's a way to cope with it. And here's 2 different ways. That's one action. Another will be to get on your stair stepper in the truck, or to do knee lifts while in the cab. You can do this, guys. It's not unattainable. You can do it. So turn in that action plan to me, and we'll get going on next week. Okay. So pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes that we talked about today, our weekly binder, our 6-month goals, and our weekly action plan. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to either give me an email or call me or text me. It's julie@truckersfund.org. My phone number is 865-544-8145. Like I said, call or text me. I'd love to hear from you. I'll get back with you as quickly as I can. Thank you so much for being here today with me, and I hope to see you back again next week. Take care. Bye.